But they did the best with Yawgmoth, and this is their list. And we're going to play it, and we're going to see how we like it, and we're going to see how Badger Cub is. If it's the second coming of Yawgmoth, we'll see. Yawgmoth didn't make the top 8 in any of the regions, but this was the best performing deck at 10th place. Okay. This hand actually is kind of cracked if this Badgermole Cub turns out to be good. Alright, so let's Green Sun. I think you're doing this now. I think this is the new hotness that we need to embrace. Yeah. I really, like, there's a lot of potential with this card. Burning Inquiry. Okay. Well, that changes some things. That changes some things. Okay. So they have a Stinkweed, they have a Stinkweed, they have a Thug. What can we do here? This is kind of interesting because we have the Endurance, which is the ace in the hole against this deck. Or we could just ignore the Endurance and we could just play an Agatha's and we could start eating Grist and start plussing Grist. But I could see that getting us into some trouble. So let's hold up the Endurance. A little bit of a tell that we didn't attack with the Dryad Arbor. Let's get some stops here. Okay. They didn't even dredge. Oh, they returned Stinkweed. They did dredge. My bad. I don't know. Haven't tested it yet. This is our first chance. This is the first time I've been able to get the card. That's what you're doing. That's it. I guess they could kind of tell that I have an Endurance. It's got to be that. I thought I could get them doing something else, but I guess not. That's alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Let's play an Endurance. They must have read the Endurance when I didn't attack with the Dryad Arbor, which is a reasonable read. Okay, so here's this. Don't really want to shoot that. I could shoot that and then eat it, but I think it's probably better. I mean, I can just play a Yawgmoth here. Is that even good? I mean, I am playing the deck called Yawgmoth, so it's probably fine. Alright, let's get Mighty Morphin YAWG here. I'm not going to attack. I don't need to. So they surveil here. What do you got? A Lava Dart. Well, Dryad Arbor. Okay. Oh, they're letting me keep a Dryad Arbor. Alrighty, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So, let's start with 1, 2, Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Let's eat Grist. Let's put a counter on our boy. Let's create an insect. Now, let's shoot Thug. Alright, so there's a young wolf. So this is infinite little guys. Let's get a young wolf. So now we can shoot this, sack this. Alright, come back. Come back! Okay, we want El Scavenging Ooze Reno. Is that it? I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess we just want Scavenging Ooze. What's gonna be? Prosperous Innkeeper seems perhaps a little underwhelming in the face of them playing 4 Lava Darts. But by that same token, so does Blood Artist. These cards seem a bit underwhelming into the face of 4 lava darts. Let's cut the Blood Artist. If we can gain life, we should be fine. We could gain 1,000,000 life, that'll be fine. Alright. Let's try this. They seem to be able to quit early, so we probably don't need to actually kill them with the Blood Artist. This hand is kind of bad, but we'll keep it. We have turn 2 Scavenging Ooze. No, we don't. I lied. Because we're going to use the Green Sun. Are we going to use the Green Sun to ramp? Alright, we're not going to use the Green Sun to ramp because the Dryad Arbor just gets lava darted. So we'll play the Halfling. One Lantern. We have to... I finally got my hands on these Badger Cubs. Yeah. I've been waiting to get my hands on these goddamn stupid Badger Cubs for like... I don't know, since they came out. I couldn't justify blowing $200 on these things. I just couldn't. I couldn't justify doing it. It's not. There's no way that this is going to be a $61. There's no way that this card's going to stay $60 fucking dollars. It ain't that good. Alright, so they've done nothing. Okay, what do we want to do? We can get a Scavenging Ooze, but we won't have any activations. We can get Grist. We can do Hapatra, Yawgmoth. Let's do Hapatra. Hapatra, Young Boy. The Grist, if we plus the Grist, right? We just put ourselves into a position where they could make Phoenixes and then kill the Grist. They can't really kill the Hapatra with the Phoenixes. So that's the thought process behind what we did. Alright. Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. There's a Phoenix. YAWG is back. Well, let's start out with the YAWG is back, but YAWG is here. Alright, so there's a Phoenix. We have to be... There's 2 Phoenixes. Underwhelming Gaze. I mean, sometimes this card is so sick. So now we could just Chord for Endurance. We get it, or Green Sun. I say Chord, but I mean Green Sun for Endurance. We could also get Badgermole Cub, but that doesn't really do anything. Search going your own Creeping Chills. That's the 3rd spell, which turns on the Phoenixes. Which is annoying. We're glad we played the Grist. Alright, I'm at 6. That's not very great. That's not very cash money. I don't actually know what I could do about this. I guess I can Green Sun for Endurance block. Endurance does have reach. I believe that's what we're going to do. The question is, do I use this and go to 5? Or do I play the Endurance, play the Boseiju? I think we do this. Alright, let's do this. Let's get Endurance. Nuke their graveyard. Yield to the turn. Attack, attack. And we get to poison a Phoenix. Okay. We're still 1 Creeping Chill away from death. 1 Creeping Chill. 1 Lava Dart away from death. But, AKA Manny, thank you for the subscription. I missed it. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Hopefully YAWG is back, but we'll see. Alrighty. What do I want to do now? What do I want to do? I suppose I want to play a Grist. Should I plus or should I kill a Phoenix? I don't necessarily know about the wisdom of killing a Phoenix, but at the same time... Okay. Obviously, making them kill a Phoenix was the right move. When it plays well, it's like one of the most fun, rewarding things ever. But when it doesn't play well, it's like, what am I doing with my life? I think that the fact that every single deck out there is playing Consigned to Memories is keeping the Eldrazi menace in check. So, that's pretty good for our... So, the Eldrazi and the Thran decks that we can never beat, they're kept in check by all the consigns, he says. Like a fucking asshole. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the Thran decks and the Eldrazi decks are gone because of Consigned to Memory. The one that Spike's been going crazy with? No, I have not. I will soon, though. Let's see if Spike's kept that card high. This thing was entirely inspiring Spike. Okay. Oh, it's creature Eldrazi, so we might have a chance. Oh! It's our time! This is our time. Alright, what do I want to do with this? I can Earthbend and ramp. I can, like, double Surveil. What do I do? This is so exciting! Oh, Badger Cub Bowl, how exciting you are. What the fuck does this do? It's probably best to just ramp, right? To just put this in play. It's probably oh no, because this is going to give me an extra bonus mana, right? Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. So this is going to make the green. So we're going to go 1, 2, new card. We're going to Earthbend you. And now, we're going to tap you. We're going to play you. Then we're going to sack you. Kill you. Then combat you. And then I can sack this. And I can get Surveil lands. Well, that's neat. Don't need that. I don't know if that's the best way to use that card, but I can use this to get the Dryad Arbor next turn, I guess. I don't know. Alright, what does this get me now? This gets me Hapatra, that does nothing. Innkeeper does less than nothing. It gets me another Badger Cub Mole. Gets me a Grist. Gets me a Yawgmoth. Gets me Primetime. Yo. I guess I'm in a plus. No, not you. I need you. What does this get me? What's the best thing that this gets me? Another Badger Cub and then I attack? An Endurance? A Hapatra? Innkeeper? It's probably best to get another Yawgmoth. Probably best to get another Yawgmoth. In case they board wipe. And then... should I crack this and get Dryad Arbor and then Surveil? But I'm probably going to get my board wrecked next turn. Alright, combat. Be in combat. Attack with everything. If I crack this and get board wiped, I'm gonna be really disappointed, so... Oh, it's Yawgmoth. Hello. Okay. Uh-oh, our opponent has 14 billion mana to do 14 billion mana things. That's neat. Goodbye, Grist. I'll miss you. Yay, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? It's time to play Yawgmoth. Yay, Yawgmoth. Yay. Shoot you. Sack you. How's this work again? It's been a minute. Oh, hey. I remember now. I remember now. I remember how it works. Okay, Fulminator Mages, let's go. Get out of here, Endurance. You're not drawing any cards. Get out of here, Bowmasters. We don't need Hapatra. We don't need Innkeeper. We want Thoughtseizes. We want Fulminator Mages. And we want Collector Doofies. We want Ouphe Doofies. And... what else? What are we cutting? We need to cut this. I mean, they failed to turn 3 Thran. I mean, I have stuff. I have things to do. Aspiring Spike, thank you for the raid. We're playing Yawgmoth. Hope you had a wonderful stream. We're playing Yawgmoth. I got my hands on some Badgermole Cubs. And we're going to get dunked on by turn 3 Thran, as usual. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a wonderful time. Okay, so what do I want to do now? I'm kind of in a bad way here, but... when they have turn 3 the nuts on the play, it's kind of rough. I did also keep a bit of a sus one. This is good. This is just good deck building. I don't know what you're saying. This is really bad. All I know is this weekend, all of the Yawgmoth lists this weekend were playing Cub, and the one that did the best was this Japanese player who got 10th. So this is the list we're playing. There's also someone in Europe who had the same record but didn't get as high. Everybody seems to be on the Cub, so we'll see. We got a long way to go. I think this game is over. I don't think I'm winning. Yeah, we're just dead. Turn 3 Thran. Yay. That was fun. Okay, where am I consigned to memories? I think on the play, I want Outland Liberator. What can I cut here? Maybe we can cut a Chord. Maybe an Agatha's, actually. A redundant Agatha's does not seem the best. Listen. I hope that they unban Deathrite. YAWG would be the only deck that actually would play Deathrite currently. I don't think we can keep this. I mean, this is... gets us in trouble if we keep it. We're over-reliant on that scry. Oh, it's our new cubby. What do I want to put back? This is kind of tough. I guess we'll put the Chord back, because we have everything we need here. You would probably play Deathrites and Halflings. You'd probably do, like... you would probably make room for Deathrite, just because it's such a good card. Alright, so... Expedition map. Oh, that's going to be pretty good next turn. Alright, so let's crack this. Let's get Overgrown Tomb. Alright, Badger Cub. Impress us. I think I'm going to Earthbend this one. And attack. So I'm actually able to cast YAWG next turn. But I don't know if that's actually the best thing that I can do. I think it's probably better to just fulminate these things. Huh. I think we... Oh, this is kind of nice that we get the extra land here. I think I go Boseiju, Delighted Halfling, and then fulminate one of these. This is a useful card to have, but I think we need to do this. I am of the belief that you always kill the tower. That is the belief that I have. Alright, let's do this. Be in combat, attack, attack. I am an always tower killer. Because I don't like the tower. What are you going to search for? Well, let's get the tower. Nah, I think we need to... I think we try and win the game next turn. With this Yawgmoth. Okay. So, if we play the Badger Cub... Alright, this is a new card moment. And I'm not exactly sure what the best line is. But I think if I play this Badger Cub, right? So this taps for 2. Okay. This taps for 2. But we want to play the other Cub, right? But how do we do it? We do this, and then we get the other Cub. But is there a way that we could keep... I'd like to get another land here. I'd like to see if we could turn a Badgermole Cub in, like, one of these lands into a Badgermole land so we get more mana. Rather than tapping these two, right? And then playing this Cub. What's the best way to do this? I wonder if it's do this, and then this, right? I guess it's probably just these two turn this into a thing. Oh, I fucked that up. Alright, let's do this. Let's play the mole. Let's put mana here. So now these tap for 6. Well, that's kind of nuts, though. Pay 1 life. Done. Sack this. Always yields. Always yields. Okay. Now I can sack these lands as friggin' dudes and then just keep... And they come back to keep going with this. That seems pretty good. Oh, there's another Yawgmoth. A Yawgmoth. Pay 1 life. A done. Sack you. Alrighty. We're doing the thing now. Doop-a-dee-doo. It is very nice the amount of mana that these stupid things give you. And death. Oh, we just have to be careful. We have to be careful that we pay mana. We have to make sure that we tap 1 mana at least. So, let's play this. Chord. 1, 2, 4. Let's get our boy. Our hero. Blood Artist. I would like to paint you a picture. Save targets. Always yields. Alright, shoot this, sack that, GG. Well, this was pretty impressive for these stupid Cubs. I mean, all this deck wants is mana and things to sack, and... Right? I mean, it was turn 4, but... Pretty good little Cubbies. Keep this. They are on that Atraxa life. And before the Atraxa, they were on the Living End life. Alright, so they played that. We'll get a nice little boring Surveil in. Yawgmoth. That's going to go into the graveyard because of this here Agatha Soul Cauldron. Alright, so we're probably dead already because we don't have an answer to a turn 2 frog. But we do, I think I am going to play Agatha's on 2 if they play the frog. Oh, what the hell's that? That's not a frog. Goryo's. Alright. I don't think that I need to play the Agathas on 1. I think I can play... What's the best move here? I think, honestly, the best way that I can ramp is to Innkeeper and then get a Dryad Arbor with this. They play pending, they play pendings and shit. Pendings and bindings and all kinds of wild shit. Pendings, just Wrath the Skies out of the board. Superior Spider-Man. Okay. I think that I'm going to... I could play the Badger Cub mold, but I think the Badger Cub mold just dies. So I think this might be a little bit better. Because this sets me up a little bit better next turn. Because the Dryad Arbor will... we can play the Cub and then immediately get 4 mana, right? Because this'll count for 2, and then we'll have a land that counts for 4. Yeah, and they can't really pen this. Okay. Okay, so what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? We're gonna start with Badger Cub Mole. And we're gonna Badger Cub the Verdant. Is that smart? Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Badger Cub the Verdant. Tap this for 2. Play Agatha's. No, I think it earthbends it. Right? Let's find out. For science. I'm sure it earthbends it. Yeah. Doesn't tap for mana, though. This is okay. Because... So let's earthbend it. It doesn't tap for mana, you're right. But we just need to play the Agathas so we don't get Goryo'd. If we play the Grist and we kill the frog... Alright, so this does not tap for mana, but we play this. I guess maybe I should have done this first. Okay. So now I can crack this. I'm not actually going to crack this. I guess I could play the Halfling if I crack it. Yeah, I'm going to crack it. It probably was better just to get a forest and turn the forest into a creature. We're learning things. Delighted Halfling. Okay, so we can Agatha's Soul Cauldron, turn the Yawgmoth on, but if we do that, we get Atraxa. So we're going to hold this so we don't get Atraxa. If we tap this to get this, we get Atraxa, I believe. Okay. Alright, so we do know that they do have a... What are they doing? Keep jumping the frog? Sure. Jumping the frog. They're gonna attack. Yep. They get to draw. Yep. Now, the question is, do I risk the activation at the end step? It does mean they can put an Atraxa in play. I think I'm gonna do it. If they put an Atraxa in play, it's just gonna go away. They'll draw a couple of cards. I could wait till my turn, play the Grist, kill this, but I want Yawgmoth. I want Yawgmoth. Put a counter on Innkeeper? Cub. Innkeeper. Okay. They're nuking the Innkeeper. Rest in peace, little homie. Okay, now what do I want to do? So I want to... Yeah. They did exile an Atraxa. I want to go 1, 2, 3. I want to play... I'm still not used to the mana tapping. I want to go 1. I want to play Grist. And what I want to sack here... I want to sack... Probably the Badger Cub mole to kill the frog. I don't need the mana. There's not much I could do with the mana right now. We'll sack the Halfling, actually. This might be a bad move, because they could very easily have Ephemerate. They're discarding Atraxa. No response. Okay. We know they have a Goryo's Vengeance in their hand. So let's play this. If we go to eat this Atraxa, they'll just Goryo's Vengeance. And so let's pass. Maybe I was supposed to... I don't know, man. Yeah, that's what I thought, too. Okay. They took a prismatic ending. Okay. So they have decided to pending our thing. What do we want to do about that? I want to do something about that. What do I want to do? I want to eat... I can eat the Psychic Frog and give my shit Psychic Frog ability, but that doesn't really do anything. I think I want to eat an Atraxa. Eat an Atraxa. Put a counter on the Cub. Then let's surveil here. Get a nice... See if we can surveil into something good here. Oh shit, turn off auto yields. I clicked OK to the pending. I don't want to OK the pending. I want turn off all auto yields. I want this on top. Now I want to float 2 mana, and I want to shoot this. Sack this. Now I want endurance. Shoot all these. Now, do I want to shoot this and draw more cards? I probably do, right? I probably just want to keep going. Oh, that's a good card. Alright. That's okay. Let's surveil here too, or just get the lands. We plus the Grist. What do we get with this? Hapatra? I guess we're getting Hapatra gets kind of stonewalled by these things. We could get another Badgermole Cub. But that doesn't really do anything. I guess we get Hapatra. I guess we get Hapatra in case we draw Yawgmoth. And I should crack this. And I should play the other Grist. And attack. Alright, so we know they have a Goryo's Vengeance in their hand, and we're just in the Yawgmoth waiting room. Please don't hit. Alright, what'd they get? Flats, Goryos. So they have 2 Goryos in their hands. That may be problematic. Obviously, this card is blanked by everything they do, but if we draw 1 Yawgmoth, we can clear all these things, draw a million cards. Well, that's a nice little card to draw. A Badgermole Cub. Well, okay. It's kind of cool that we can use the Badger Cub on the Surveil lands if they die. Alright. Combat, attack. I wonder if it's actually worth it to Grist sacrifice this to Surveil again. Uh-oh. Please, friend, don't put an Atraxa into the graveyard. Okay. I don't think it's worth sacrificing this to Surveil again. Especially because we have 4 creatures in the hand. Well, the 1 Atraxa is on the bottom. So 2 are exiled, then 1's on the bottom. Alright, let's plus, because we can potentially ultimate here. And kill them with an ultimate. Alright. Be gentle, opponent. Uh-oh. 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 That's not gentle. That is, in fact, not gentle. God, I'm so annoyed by this deck. This deck is so annoying. The Goryo's deck. All my fun is over. All my cute little cheeky guys are just obliterated instantly. We are, in fact, in grave danger. We are in terrible danger. At least they don't play Grieve. True. Alright. We have to draw a Yawgmoth. What'd they kill? They killed Hapatra? Alright. We can still draw a Yawgmoth. And do stuff with a Yawgmoth. This is the biggest and the scariest of all the monsters. Oh, that'll do it. Alright, we'll chalk this one up to their deck being broken. Alright, what do we want? We want Scavenging Ooze, Thoughtseizes. I kind of want Fatal Pushes to kill frogs, but I think that might be a bit much. Yeah, I mean, it might be good. I'm thinking about that. I'm like, do I want an Innkeeper? Not really. I'd much rather just have the Blood Artist. Do I want Hapatra? I mean, not really. It's going to be hard to combo against a deck that's playing Solitude, as you saw. We had both of these stupid cards in play, and they just ate removal. I could cut one of these. But they do draw cards, so I probably don't want to cut these. Let's cut a Chord of Calling, and let's try like this. I don't think I want to do the Fatal Pushes. I think I'll just use Grisses to kill frogs. On the draw, I think I'm more inclined to sideboard in Pushes to deal with a turn 2 frog versus on the play. I mean, okay. Can keep this. I would recommend playing in the for funsies rooms. You know, playing here until you feel unless money doesn't matter. Ghost Vacuum. That might be an issue. I probably want that. Ghost Vacuum, a bit of an issue. So, what's the best move here? We could Green Sun for 1. I think the best move is the Rumble. This is the most... I guess Cub is pretty good, too. What's better here? So this gives me 3 mana next turn. This gives me 3 mana next turn. I think I'll do this. It is definitely good. I don't know if it's good enough, but it's definitely a good card. Take Delighted Halfling, I think. I might just take a Bowmaster. Take a Bowmaster. It's definitely different, and I don't know how to play with it yet. I'm very, like, unsure of the best lines, the smoothest lines with it. Yeah, I mean, this is going to go down. There's no way that this stays $60. Like, it's $60 for what? The 10 Yawgmoth players? You know, it'll drop. Yeah, but there's no way that they wouldn't Ghost Vacuum the Halfling, right? They have the Ghost Vacuum, so there's no way they're not Ghost Vacuuming that. Okay, so now we want to go 1, 2, Badgermole Cub. Earthbend you. Tap you for 2. Play Cauldron. Play Delighted Halfling. Okay, this makes sure we don't get friggin' Atraxid. Then next turn we can Green Sun Zenith for some stupid creature like Scavenging Ooze. This only says whenever you tap a creature, you get an additional thing. So I don't think it would have worked. Alright, I'm going to eat their Undercity Sewers just to keep them off frog jumps down the road. It's a lot of... How do I want to do this? Does this thing go to the graveyard? Can it be ghost vacuumed? I don't actually know how the stupid earthbending shit... When it becomes a 1/1 with still land, when it dies or exiles, return it. So they can exile it with the trigger on the stack. Alright, so let's go 1, 2, let's Green Sun. I think I'm probably supposed to get a Grist here. And just start having Grist activations. I could get the Scavenging Ooze, but I think... this puts me in a better position. Oh, there's Yawgmoth. Ooh, that's interesting. I will grab that. Actually, yeah, I will grab that if they go for it with the Ghost Vacuum. Well, now we're in a little bit of a standoff here. We're in a little bit of a standoff. Who's going to tap their thing first? Which is kind of an interesting spot to be in. Want to tap your thing for me? Another Badgermole Cub. I wonder if I'm just supposed to kill this thing. Just sack this. Maybe I use this, sack this, kill this. So maybe they'll use the Ghost Vacuum on this. Sacrifice you. Destroy that. This thing comes back. Would you like to use your Ghost Vacuum? Oh, you're ephemerating it. Of course you are. Of course you are. No response. Hopefully they put a Grizzlebrand in the graveyard So we could attempt to give Grizzlebrand. They did not get a Grizzlebrand in the graveyard. Alright, let's surveil. Green Sun Zenith. I guess that gets a Scavenging Ooze, which I probably want. So we're gonna Badger Cub, the Mortuary Mire again, combat, attack. Okay. This Ghost Vacuum is doing a lot of work. This game would have been way cooler if they didn't have that. Did they just bin Agorios? They did just bin Agorios. Yeah, maybe I do need Fatal Pushes to kill these stupid archaeologists with this Ephemerate shit. But we'll see. Gorios, Prismatic Ending, and Solitude. Prismatic Ending. Imagine they're going to Prismatic Ending my Agatha Soul Cauldron. Well, it's been absolutely useless so far. But we'll see. We'll keep playing. This is the list that did the best at the tournaments. Yuya. There's also a European list that had the same record that was not playing Hapatra, and they were playing less Bowmasters, and they weren't playing Chord of Callings, and they were on the Walking Ballistas, so there's still a lot of ways to build Yawgmoth. One Yawgmoth in one of the 4 regions top 16. This list is playing Chord. The list that we're playing right now is playing Chord. Pending my grist. Should I attempt to eat my... No, I'm drawing Green Sun Zenith. So let's go 1, 2. Let's just Green Sun Zenith with this. X equals 2. Let's get Scavenging Ooze. Let's go to combat. Let's go to combat. Let's attack. Okay. Very different. I don't know what the right way to build... Obviously, Yawgmoth has always been a deck where people could just do whatever the fuck they want, and it didn't really ever matter. Right? Like, people were doing all kinds of shit with Yawgmoth. Now it's even more so the case, because you can lean into Walking Ballista, or you could play Chord of Callings, it appears. But I don't think people had enough time to really sink their teeth in and test these cubs out. Okay. I imagine this is going to get ephemerated. Alright. So dumb. Alright, let's eat the Solitude. Should we go for the Yawgmoth and then eat it with the Ooze? Or should we just clean up their graveyard a little bit? Let's eat some of these Gorios. I don't know what they could have that actually brings them back, but... just eat them. Hey. Well, that's pretty good. This is so much free mana. Yawgmoth! Okay. How do we start? I guess we shoot Quantum or Riddler. Boop. Always yield. No response. They don't push my Yawgmoth. Alright. Let's shoot Archaeologist. Sack this. Okay. Shoot this, sack this. Guess I could proliferate this down. And I still have a card draw, right? I could proliferate this down. I could attack. I guess I'm gonna shoot this one more time. I'm gonna let this resolve, I guess. Then we're gonna survey graveyard. Now I get another card. Now I can Badgermole again. Target this. Now I can Grist. We can attempt to eat a Yawgmoth. And then when they eat it, we can play the other Cauldron. Like, we have a lot of things we can do here now. No response. No response. So now we go 1, 2, Cauldron. Keep this one. Eat Yawgmoth. Put a counter here. I guess sacrifice this, sack this, kill this. Pay 1 life, shoot this, sack this, play this. Oop. Alright, shoot this, sack this, attack. I don't know if that was the cleanest way to do it, but we got there. We have 6 minutes to go. I definitely want fatal pushes on the draw. We definitely need to kill some of these Fallujah guys so they don't get ephemerated a million times. I don't know if I can actually use the chords. I think I'm going to get rid of them just to try and just win a lot faster. Win through aggro. Alright, let's try this. I don't think I need to do the Liberator. But maybe. Alright, let's keep. We gotta play fast, so I'll have to play a lot faster than I usually do. Usually I talk a little bit. I am going to Thoughtseize on 2 to make sure that they don't get stupid frog. I think because I have the Badger Cub, I think I am gonna... We're gonna do that. Because I could do silly things with the Badger Cub. Yeah, Duress or Rampant Growth. I think it's... Yeah. So now what do I want to do next turn? How do I do this? Do I go 1, 2... I guess that just sets us up the best for next turn. Badger Cub, Earthbend, this. And Thoughtseize. What do you got? Archaeologist, Ephemerate. I guess I'm taking Riddler. Maybe I'm taking Ephemerate. Yeah. Fuck that card. Fuck that card. I don't know if there was a better way for me to do this, but I can't really stop and think about it when I have 5 minutes left. You know? Quantum Riddler. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, what a piece of shit. Alright. So they have a Solitude in their hands. I guess I'm gonna get... I need a swamp here. And I can tap this. Play the Young Wolf. We know they have the Solitude. But now I can YAWG here. Shoot this, sack this. See if they have a Solitude. Of course they do. Shoot that. Sack this. Always yields. Can I pay 2? No, I can't pay 2 to make it enter untapped, right? For science. For science. Science failed. I probably want to just shoot this thing again. Can't believe they drew an ephemerate. Can't believe they drew an ephemerate. Now I just lose. I played that terribly. I needed to go all in and kill this thing so they couldn't ephemerate it, but we had to hope that they didn't draw another white card. But god damn it. That sucks that they drew that. Alright, so let's play this. Ephemerate is such a stupid card. We're dead though. I mean, you can't do much when they, you know, when you take an ephemerate and then they draw an ephemerate in their deck that only works with ephemerate. Back this in. And let's pass the turn. I think we're dead, but... I believe we're dead. Mostly because they had the Ghost Vacuum here. I will try and eat the Psychic Frog with the, yeah, Ephemerate is just fundamentally stupid. A fundamentally broken card with all the pushed ETBs that have been printed in the past however many years. Alright, this does put us in a good position to be able to attempt to eat the Grist, and then they'll take the Grist, and then we can eat this Psychic for... Oh, fuck. God damn it. Attempt to eat the frog. If we eat the frog, we can at least jump something for this turn. We can jump one of these creatures for a turn and not take damage. And if they use it, then maybe we can... Alright, let's put a counter here. And then let's exile 1, 2, 3. Flying. Response. Can make it a 4/5. Just discard all this shit. So they don't have a good attack this turn. Alright. Yeah, we go way back. Way back. That's a good draw. That is a good draw. I don't know if it's going to keep me alive, but it is a good draw. Eating the Solitude. Oh, that means they can just cast it. Alright. That Ephemerate draw was pretty good. I think I also played it badly. I needed to sack everything. I'm going to eat that Grist. Also, I shouldn't have paid 2 life just to check if it was going to work. That was a mistake too, obviously. And I also shouldn't have ate the Dryad Arbor. Okay, that'll do it. That'll do it. Alright, well, I think we were okay if they didn't draw exactly Ephemerate. I think we would have been okay. Especially because they didn't have, like, another mana source to cast, like, a Consign. I guess they could have played, they could have tapped differently, but that was unfortunate. That was a very good draw for them, and that'll win them the game. At the end of the day, it just always comes down to variance. And if they don't draw another Ephemerate, we probably win that. I guess I can keep this hand. Yeah, Wrath of Skies is a pretty good card. I hate Ephemerate more than I hate Wrath of Skies. think Ephemerate's been a plague on the land for quite some time. Ocelot Pride, eh? Speaking of a plague on the land, but they're playing Temple Garden, so we don't really care what they're doing. Let's play you. Make sure it's uncounterable. Okay. Yeah, Temple Garden, Ocelot Pride. I mean, they're Kermit the Frog, so they have to be playing green. It's in the contract. Okay, I probably shouldn't talk shit, because I've never beaten a Voice Resurgence in my life. I mean, that's not true, but, you know. Sounds good. I guess I want to surveil here, see if I can hit something to Agatha's. I don't really want to draw that, but I think it's okay in the Cauldron. In the soup, as some of the kids say. We're not really at the point where we want to draw this stupid cub. I imagine that's going to take my Agatha Soul Cauldron away from me. Well, I'm going to take this. I'm going to put a counter on this one. No, it's not good. But all we need to do is draw our boy. Which deck is better than why? So, if you look, I will convince you not to play Simic with one thing. Yesterday, there was a large collection of... Yesterday, there's a lot of data that got released, right? There's a lot of data that got released about some of the events, right? And some of the events had data metrics, right? So here's a data metric from RC Vegas, right? Matchup win percentages. Here's Simic Birthing Ritual. Here's Energy. Here's Affinity, Gruul Eldrazi Ramp, or is it Affinity? And here's Is It Prowess. So the three most aggressive decks and Ruby Storm, you just get absolutely demolished by. But you beat everything else. You're favored against pretty much everything that's not that. Here's the document here. So this was on, I found this on Reddit, but this is the spreadsheet of someone who did a deep dive, right? So you can look at, if you play Simic Birthing Ritual, you can't beat some of these decks. You just cannot win. So, I mean, you can, but just, do you want to have these kind of matchups? That's what you have to ask yourself. How popular is It Prowess and Is It Affinity in your meta? Because you'll just lose playing them over and over. Alternatively, you shit on Blink, and you shit on these things. Alright, what's happening? They have Skyclave in infinite Skyclaves. That's... Honestly, I like the Frog deck that I've been playing, but I don't necessarily know if it's good. Nobody played it at the RCs. I've been crushing with it. I don't really have a good recommendation for you right now as to what to play in Modern. I mean, I love the Dimir Frog deck. I think it's really good, but... Yeah, Prowess is... I think Prowess is the easiest place to approach the meta, and it's a very cheap deck, right? Like, if you have the lands, right? Like, 200 of this deck's 270 cost are the lands. And, you know, like the rest of these cards, cheap, right? Like, the deck is very cheap if you have the mana base. So I would recommend I would recommend is it aggro to start, and then decide what you want to do from there. You have prowess already? I guess I'll take 2 again. Yeah. I mean, Dimir is... I don't know who played what in the thing. Ruby Storm's a good deck, too. I think that deck's sweet. Let's see how it did. Ruby Storm... 100% win rate against Gruul Eldrazi Ramp. That's kind of funny. But it was only 7 sample size. Oh my god. Well, this escalated quickly. Can I have a Yawgmoth, please? Yeah. Sick. It's possible that this one has slipped outside of the realms of my control. The fatal flaw of the Yawgmoth deck. Failure to Yawgmoth. Oh. God damn it. Alright. I suppose we want fatal pushes. What do we not want? I never want this card. I never want this card. I suppose they have enough shitters that this is good. I'm going to cut Grists because I'm just bringing in fatal pushes. I don't necessarily know if Ant is in a good spot. The last time I played it, I got destroyed. But it is super fun to play. The patience that deck requires is great. It's fun. It's so fun to play. When was the last time Ant was in a good spot? Prior to MH3, I thought it was in a pretty good spot. Before Tamiyo, right? Tamiyo creates a problem for the game plan that Ant wants to play, right? Because Ant wants to play a slow methodical, and you can't go slow and methodical versus Tamiyo. I don't need that card. Yeah. Like, all the grinding that Ant does becomes undone by... all the grinding that Ant does becomes undone with Tamiyo, right? Like, you take a Force of Will, they'll return it with Tamiyo. They Thoughtseize you, they'll Thoughtseize you again with Tamiyo, right? It works to negate a lot of what you're doing. Okay, what do I want to do here? Do I want to Yawgmoth or do I want to set up turn? I mean, this taps for 2, which is a Badgermole. Which taps for 2, which is Hapatra. I guess I could play this and play Yawgmoth too. But Yawgmoth is probably going to get killed by a thing. So let's do this. Let's play this. And next turn, we'll have 3, 6, 9 mana plus unlimited draws. The most played decks in the format. So the format adjusted where main decks. So like, let's look at this Super Sunday Modern RC thing, right? What's the most played card? Consigned to Memory. Followed by Mystical Dispute. So these are the literal 2 most played cards, which Belcher has issues with both of these, right? These are in the main deck. These are in the sideboard, right? Like, how is Belcher supposed to, right? These things are just the 2 most played cards and the 2 cards that Belcher decks don't want to play against. Does that make sense? I believe you can. Or hold on, what is the text on that? I think you can. I don't know. Okay, what are your Badgermole Cub gonna be? It's gonna be a 3-drop. They're gonna get back their cub. That's pretty neat. Avatar the Last Airbender. Avatar the Last Airbender. Change the target of a spell or ability with no single target. Yeah, you could do it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yawgmoth. I'm gonna rumble first, just to try and get. I don't know. I guess we'll get something. Crack this. Get a forest. 1, 2, 3. Badger Cub. Earthbend. Maybe I was supposed to get a dual land there, so I can play black, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. Alright, time to murder. Commence the murdering. Commence the murder. Punished for not getting black again. Alright. There's the young wolf. Okay. I think I want Liberator. I probably want Force of Vigor too, if they're going as hard as they seem to be going on Birthing Ritual. This is probably a good card against them. Their Birthing Ritual deck. Okay, let's run it back. Thank you. Very kind. Oh, Badger Cat's pretty funny, Mr. Rub. So, what version of this list do we want to play in the challenge? I'm going to make my own list for the challenge. Open a new copy of this deck. I don't want to play Hapatra. I don't want to play Hapatra. I don't want to play Innkeeper. I want to play another Rumble. I want to play one of these. I don't want to play 3 Bowmasters. I think that's a lot. I want to play a 4th Rumble. I think this is what I want to play. Alright, what do we got? We got spells and lands. No. That's a very different deck. That's a very different deck. Ice Tills. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I think in the challenge we'll play this version of the deck from Europe, which is more all in on Walking Ballista. Let's try that. This list went 10-0 too, or 10-1, 10-1 and whatever. I mean, they went 10-3-1 too. So why don't we play that list at for the challenge? Working. All right. Guide of Souls. That card's good. I want to play you. I don't know. It didn't top 8 any of the RCs, but it was there. But I think that one of the things about Yawgmoth is that people didn't have time to really test the new cards. Right? Like, people didn't have time to test some of the new shit. Right? Like, who had time to test Badgermole Cub and come up with a good list? Oh, I just got wrecked. Because I was F6'd. Whoops. Whoopsie. Alright. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna go 1, 2. How do I even fucking do this? I don't even know the best way to cast this goddamn card. Earthbind that shit. I mean, what do I want to do? I could force this. I'm gonna have to force this, but we'll wait. I guess I'm green sunning for what though? A Yawgmoth? I don't even. I guess I want to get a Grist next turn, and I want to pitch force this, so I guess I just chill. Hopefully they play another Birthing Ritual and we can get them. That'd be sick. That would be sick. Come on, Birthing Ritual number 2. Aww. Goodbye, Mole. Alright, let's kill this. Exile that. No blocks. Yawgmoth? One, two, three, 4. Let's get a Grist. Grist goes up. Alright. What's up? What's up, Stringer? How are you? I just hope the challenge fires. With all the modern big tournaments, these challenges haven't been firing. We have 15 minutes to go to get 64 people. That's quite a lot of people to get. What do you think of Riftbound? Are you a believer in the Riftbound? Are you a believer? There's Yawgmoth. I want that card. 1, 2, 3. I can't play it. That sucks. I want that too. Okay. I'm not a believer at all. I think the way they made the game really boxed themselves in. I think there's a lot of play, but I never understand. Well, I mean, I think that they have the full strength of the IP. And I think that IP is really good. I think that IP is very, very cash money. I think that... I mean, I love that IP. Yeah. And, like, I think that the collector value of the individual affinity that people attach to their individual champions is going to carry the game. And I'm speaking for myself. Like, I'm going to buy some cool Anivia shit just because it's fucking Anivia. And she's the best. Alright, so let's get our boy YAWG. And now we have Chord for... we can... 1, 3, 4... I guess we can get the Blood Artist. And then just kill him. Oh, of course they have Solitude. Maybe I should have waited, but, I mean, whatever. We'll be able to draw a million cards. Annoying. Alright, so this is going to resolve. And then we'll draw a bunch of cards. Shoot that, sack that. Shoot that, sack that. Shoot that, sack that. Do love how the lands just come back. That's such a cool thing. Shoot this, sack that. Alright, this comes back. I probably should just kill this Collector Ouphe. Give them nothing. Alright, so... Yup. This resolves. I'll get a Badger Cub bowl, I guess. Undying that. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. That Cub's gonna go way down. Yeah. The Cub's gonna tank in value. There's no way that Cub stays a $60 card. Unless there's some standard shit with it that I don't know. Unless there's some crazy standard shit. Alright. Let's plus. Oh, so this is gonna work like this. We could play Yawgmoth. And then what's the best thing to do? Play Blood Artist? Or play Hapatra? It's probably just Hapatra. Actually, they have no cards in hand, so... I mean, how do they win if I play this? How do they win? Alright, we don't need to do any more. We don't... I guess we hurt them. He'll do turn, attack. Don't block. Okay. Draw Yawgmoth. That's annoying. Alright. Shoot that, sack this. Shoot that. Oh, wait, hold on. No response. Shoot that, sack this. No response. No response. You'll do turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. YAWG. Blood Artiste. Play this. Alright, play the Young Wolf. Okay, so... this hand's okay. It's not great. This is the problem with Chord of Calling. Let's draw one drop, please. Okay. What are the odds that this fires? Alright, we're going to do a Gamba. For those that want a Gamba, let's do a new Gamba. Does the challenge fire? Of course. Alright. There is a... This is just for the degenerate gamblers. Alright. Huh. This mana is interesting. It makes me want a Bowmaster. Ah! The old game of Bowmaster. He who Bowmasters first, Bowmasters worst. Boy, I'm glad I didn't play this Innkeeper. I would have been sent to sadness. Uh-oh. Speaking of sadness. Interesting. What the hell? Are they just 3-color that's missing their lands? What's happening, friendo? Oh, it's Esper or whatever. Alright, so we have Chord for 2. We have Prosperous Innkeeper Agathas, which is probably what we're going to play. Good thing we got the Trips Agathas. Alright. Overlord of the oh, no, that's not Overlord. That's not Overlord at all. What are you going to kill? Probably gonna kill my... Yep, that dies. Alright, if they go to eat this, I'll eat it. Alright, let's eat that. We'll put a counter on Innkeeper. We do get blown out by another Bowmaster, but, I mean, we're getting blown out by that no matter what. This has been great fun. This has been a great amount of fun, this game. Okay. What do we need to draw? That's something. Okay, so we have Chord for Yawgmoth here. Yup. 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 We get a Yawgmoth. Just so we can block. Maybe it was wrong to put the counter on the token. Maybe I should have known better and moved this counter over there. Yeah, I should have known better. Yeah. I could see the product being... I know my one friend went to Gen Con and got a bunch of the starter decks. Parker's really into that game. Alright, I need to chump. Need to buy myself some time. Ah, looks like this is gonna fire. Okay, so we have Chord for 3, which is... We could get a Badger Cub Mole. We can get an Endurance. Get a Bowmaster. Those that gambled for degenerate's sake. Will it fire? Yes. It will fire. Alright, we're going to concede to this person. We're going to give him the victory. Concede the match. Alright. No double queuing. I'm going to be a good streamer and I'm not going to double queue.